Daddy was getting hostile. Drapes. They're drapes. And you bring clients into that office, Gary, and we had to get them right. Brandi loved that when it came to something she really cared about, Mama got in Daddy's face. Besides, our house headlined in the front gate catalog. The spread in front gate catalog had been Mama's pride and joy, and had given her great cachet among her friends. That catalog brought you a lot of work. The Dugarin murder case and, Mama's voice quavered, that high-profile divorce case? She was right. So Daddy attacked from a different direction. Do you think I don't notice the bills to the dermatologist and the plastic surgeon? Your discreet little visits for your facial buffs and your body peels? What's wrong with that? Honestly bewildered, Mama asked, Don't you want me to be beautiful? I want something more than an empty shell who smiles vacuously and babbles about how Vicky at tennis has to do something about the cellulite on her thighs, and your daughter's just as bad. Brandi wanted to cover her ears, to not hear her own father disown her by saying, your daughter. But it was like listening to a car wreck. The insults and the rejection commanded her attention as surely as the screech of brakes and the crumple of metal, and for one wild moment she wondered if she would come out alive. All that girl does. Brandi. Mama took a deep breath, and Brandi pictured her squaring her shoulders. Her name is Brandi. All Brandi does is take ballet and gymnastics and cheerleading classes. She's a mini you. Why couldn't she be more like Kimberly? Kim was his first daughter, his daughter with Jane. Kimberly plays softball, and she does it damn well. His voice rang with pride. She's got a sports scholarship to UT. She's going to be an engineer and make something of herself. Not like that kid of yours. Brandi is stupid. Stupid. Daddy thought she was stupid. Brandi closed her eyes to try to contain the anguish, and when that didn't work, she put her fist against her mouth and shoved, holding back her shriek. She wasn't stupid. He was. He was. She wanted to go down to her parents' bedroom, stomp her foot, shout, and rail at her father for throwing her and her mother away as if they were trash. But Brandi didn't make scenes. Brandi followed the rules, in the hope that being good would somehow make everything okay. Everything was not okay, but if she just tried a little harder. She is not stupid, Mama said. How would you know? Brandi gasped. How could he be so cruel to Mama? She's your daughter as much as Kimberly. She's smart, too. She's never had anything but straight A's, even in math. Mama didn't pay a bit of attention to Daddy's insult to her, but leaped into the fray to defend Brandi. Of course, Mama's strengths weren't taught in school. She was really good at making their house pretty and knowing the right thing to wear and smiling at men so they got flustered and turned red. Brandi's probably going to be some kind of freaking English major and a drain on my wallet for the rest of my life. He sounded so disgusted, as if being good in English were a waste. She's the best in her class in gymnastics and ballet. A bunch of skinny little girls in tights. Brandi gritted her teeth. She wasn't skinny or little anymore. She had a figure, and at 5'10" she was an inch taller than Mama and 4 inches taller than any of the rest of the girls in her class. But around the house, Daddy hardly glanced at Brandi, and he had never bothered to come to her recitals. Kimberly plays real sports, he said. Competitive sports. In a prissy tone, Mom said, If you ask me, Kimberly is a lesbian. With a soft groan, Brandi dropped her forehead against the wall. It was true. Of course it was true. Kim had told Brandi herself. But Daddy was homophobic, and he sure didn't want to know that his sports-inclined daughter was gay. Mama had just messed up big by telling him. Daddy shouted, Why, you jealous little... Mama gave a little cry of fright. He was going to hit Mama. Brandi started